that. Listen to the birds awakening the day. I love the rising of the sun and glow of its rays.
Feel no waste time.
Hey, what's going on? This is Reggie with RMVR Gene, and welcome to the Revitalize Hope webpage. And today, I'm out here relaxing in the outside, enjoying this nice fresh air. Got to stay in the shade because it's a little hot. But you know what? I don't really have a specific topic today, but there's a couple things I want to talk about. But before we get started, real quick, as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Now, on with the topics. This won't be a long video, but first I want to start off with, a couple of days ago, I went to this store called Giants, a grocery store. As I was walking in, I saw this guy, get out of his car, push a buggy out of the street, got back in his car, then got out of his car again once he parked and started stomping on the buggy and kicking it. I'm like, man, what's going on with that? So as I'm getting out of my car, I'm walking. Then he starts walking into the store the same time I do. I said, hey, bro, everything all right? He didn't say nothing. Then I said to him, I said, they'll arrest us for anything now. He was like, then he did make a comment. Then he was like, yeah, especially these days. So we walked in the store. I didn't think nothing else of it. I figured like, okay, maybe that kind of caught his attention to calm down. So I walked to the store, get my little juice, give me some fruit, come back up. The computer that sat on the customer service desk was hanging down by the wires. The stuff that was on the desk was knocked off. Apparently the dude I saw going in is the one that did it. And to me it's just like, why take, I know you understand you get frustrated in life, but why take your frustrations out on people who have nothing to do with your situation? People who are not even involved in your personal life. You and your girlfriend are having an argument, or your wife, whatever. Don't go take it out on people. Matter of fact, if you're that angry, don't even take it out on each other, whether you're a man or woman. If you're that angry, there's no need for all that. Then I saw another little incident, we'll call it, that kind of caught my attention. I was sitting in Applebee's, and my waitress, she's real nice. I go there, pretty much like every other Saturday or something. And she was walking back to the kitchen. And I saw this dude grab her arm and like pull her towards him. And I thought like, okay, that looks a little awkward. I said, but she seemed to be smiling. So I guess I figured she knew the guy. And you see him for a few minutes, she kind of walk away. He pulls her back. Then finally, he kind of like pushes her arm towards her and she walks off. Well, a few minutes later, she comes to me and says, hey, I got to tell you something. And I was like, okay. So when she does come back to the table, she tells me that the guy asked her, did she have a boyfriend? And she said, I don't have a boyfriend, but I just told him I did, so he would leave me alone. And then the guy told her, well, if he messes up, come look for me. And that's when he threw her arm back at her. It's just another situation of somebody doing something that doesn't need to be done. And what really bothered me was the fact that the bartender was right there and didn't do anything. That's your coworker. Or if anything, you see something that looks inappropriate, say something. So, and I just went to start thinking, man, it's like with so much going on today, we have to be mindful of our actions. We got to be mindful of our behavior. Whether you're upset with a friend, a family member, a spouse, or if you are a man or woman, you're attracted to somebody, don't be rude. Don't be disrespectful. Be courteous. You know, if they're not interested, they're not interested. Move on. And the same thing, you know, if you're angry or upset, don't take it out on bank tellers. Don't take it out on cashiers. Don't take it out on security guards or anybody you approach first going into a place of business. You got to remember, your problem is not their problem. They're not even aware of your problem. They're just at work trying to do a job so they can go home and take care of themselves and their families. They have their own problems. So you going to get in an attitude with people that in places of business that know nothing about your situation, take time to cool down. Take time to sit back, kind of relax and kind of wind down before you actually start taking things out on people that don't deserve it. Because you're going to end up like that guy going from, you know, being upset and angry to now possibly going to jail and facing criminal charges. Why? Why you want to get put in the system? You know, nobody wants to be in the system. So you got to think about your actions, think about what you're doing. And the same thing for the guy that grabbed the waitress, was kind of holding her, pulling her. You know, stuff like that is stupid. Uh-oh. Okay, you know, I heard something back there. So stuff like that is stupid. You know, if you see somebody that's, you know, like I said, if you're attracted to somebody, if they're not interested or they're with somebody, just be respectful. Say, okay, well, thank you for your time and let it go. Go find somebody that is actually single. And most importantly, somebody that is interested in you. You know, you don't have to touch and grab or pull on somebody to get their attention. Say, excuse me. If they stop and talk to you, ask your question. If they don't stop and talk to you, they're not interested. That goes for men and women. You know, so let's try to be a little more respectful. There's so much negativity in this world. And if you're not careful, you're going to get caught up in it. You become so overwhelmed with all the negativity that you're going to become a part of what you're trying to stay away from. So try not to get caught up in it. And I know everybody has different faiths, different beliefs. But, you know, for me, my faith is in God. So I find peace in Him. That's where I turn to. That's where I turn for my motivation, my inspiration. So, you know, turn to whatever your faith is. You know, for me, I like turning to God. That's where I find comfort. That's where I find peace. And you have to find that too. Because that's where you're going to get that inner voice, that spiritual guidance that tells you, hey, calm down. Hey, tells you, relax. It's going to be okay. You know, you got to have that spiritual calmness from you. And for me, God gives me that. So, hey, thank you for listening. This is Reggie with RMVRG. Thank you for joining us on the Revitalize Hope webpage. Don't forget to check out the Simply Straight Talk podcast. And I will see you guys next time. I'm going to continue enjoying this nice shade and cool breeze. Take it easy.
I'm here for you. Here I stand with you, wishing you the best in all you do. Always look for the breeze of love, calm and gentle from above. No, no, no. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Now I know some days you may feel blue, Lord. Trust in your greatness to see you through. Don't look back, it's not the end. Give life your best and I know you can win. You see, as a friend I'm here for you. You should know that. As a friend I'm here for you. Here I stand with you, wishing you the best in all you do. Always look for the breeze of love, the breeze of love. Here I stand with you, wishing you the best in all you do. Always look for the breeze of love.